So check this out. Do you guys want to hear about cerebrospinal fluid? Yeah. And body locks and eye gazes and Kundalini yoga anatomy, because it is an incredibly intriguing and rather sexy topic, might I add. Joy agrees. You agree, baby? She agrees. And so does the dog down the street. I know. The hair is a little crazy. It's rainy season, y'all. And my hair's curly. We embrace the frizz, okay? Should probably make separate videos, but I'm gonna be me and just, look, I'll put it down. Whoever wants to watch it will watch it. So body locks, what are body locks? Because you'll hear in classes, you'll hear me say, and teachers say it in different ways, you'll hear me say like lock it up or engage or squeeze or lock the root. And what I mean by that, what Bhandas are they are sacred contractions that create expansion in the body. And they're a series of or combination of different contractions at different points of the body, and they have the function of changing the blood circulation, the nerve pressure, and the flow of the cerebral spinal fluid, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. But these bandhas, they direct the flow of psychic energy and prana to different energy channels and centers in the body, and especially the ones that are related to Kundalini. And that's why it's so integral to this practice. So cerebral spinal fluid, which is, you guys, there's going to be a lot of science about this. It's already happening. This fluid is incredible. It's a watery fluid-like substance that actually contains a lot of neurotransmitters and DMT. And what it does, it has a lot of different functions in the body. So it is contained within the spinal cord and the ventricles of the brain, and it acts like a cushion to absorb shock from any kind of injury. So it's like protective in that way. But it also nourishes the gray matter of the brain. It helps the nervous system to function properly. What else? It helps to remove waste from the body. So many different things, you guys. And this practice of Kundalini yoga is designed to help get that flow of cerebral spinal fluid moving in the body. Another really interesting thing is that it is the theory that is how the Kundalini energy flows in the body, is through that cerebral spinal fluid, because it goes up the central channel, the sushumna, right, and up into the brain. And so it's really important to me to bring as much science to this practice as I possibly can, because it will only help to legitimize all the profound results and experiences people are having when they dedicate or they commit themselves to a daily practice of Kundalini yoga when appropriate, right? Okay, so where are the bandhas located? Root lock, okay, is at the base of the spine. And that contraction is, you are contracting the anal sphincter and the urethral tract and the navel, and you're pulling them all up and in at the same time. So the rectum, sex organs, and navel point up and in. And we traditionally do this at the end of a asana or a posture to help, again, to guide the psychic energy, the Kundalini energy up the spine. And so the best way, it's not quite like a Kegel exercise, ladies, for all of you. It kind of feels like that, but the best way to describe it, because it's very subtle and a lot of people are like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? It feels like you're trying to prevent yourself from going to the bathroom, okay? But you will feel yourself like lift up a little bit because you're contracting all the muscles around the base of the spine, okay? Very, very important. The next lock is at the diaphragm, lifting and contracting the diaphragm. And then we have neck lock, which is stretching the chin towards the back of the neck, so that the back of the neck is an extension of the spine. And that helps to the energy to flow up into the brain from the central channel, right? Because if the neck is not straight, it's going to get stuck at the heart or at the throat, okay? And not only that, guys, but it's very, very important to pay attention to the posture of your neck, because a lot of us are losing the curvature of the neck from the excessive device usage. So our heads are jutting forward and we're losing that curvature in the neck, and that's throwing everything off. It's throwing the vagus nerve off, which is throwing off all the body systems, okay? It's also throwing off this cerebral spinal fluid. You're not able to get as much oxygen into the body, and it will definitely impede your Kundalini process, your Kundalini practice as well, right? Because it's going to be getting stuck at different points in the body, and that's when it can get really uncomfortable, right? When you just feel like, oh, I kind of feel like I'm stuck. We're never really stuck. That's just like a story that we're telling ourselves in the moment. But anyways, okay. So the chin, you're stretching the chin towards the back of the neck. It's not down, it's just back. And then the eye lock, which is rolling the eyes up and in, and that helps to activate the glandular system. And that brings me to eye gazes, right? So when we direct our gaze in specific ways, we are putting pressure on the optic nerve, which is attached to the brain. So when we're working with the eyes, we are working with the brain. And this is actually how EMDR works, eye movement desensitization reprocessing. That is a very effective modality for trauma. More effective when you're connected to your body. So doing body work, yoga, exercising is going to be a really good idea, so that you are going to be in your body to be able to feel and fully process and metabolize the trapped survival stress and the subconscious material. So the eyes, rolling them up and in, that activates the master glands, and it's great for intuition and decalcifying the pineal gland, however you prefer to say it. And then another really good one is at the tip of the nose, okay? And that one is particularly good for stubborn, ingrained patterns of behavior, addictions. So you can add that eye gaze to just any kind of like breathing exercise, or just meditation. And you might at first feel like a little like pressure. It might give you a little bit of a headache, but I promise you there's a reason why you're having a headache. It's because there's energy stuck there, and that's your body's way of telling you, like, we need some flow up in here. Okay. So I think I covered that all, right? Cerebral spinal fluid, which is also said to be like the I am presence in the body. The theory that it is the carrier of the Kundalini energy, and how what it does for the body, how much it supports the body, and how incredible it can be to really make sure that it is flowing properly. We talked about body locks, the Bhandas, root, diaphragm, neck, and eye. We talked about eye gazes, and I know I should, God, this is almost 10 minutes. I know that the videos should be shorter, but I'm just going to be myself, you guys. And if you liked this content, I am going to be doing master classes on the anatomy of Kundalini, Kundalini awakening. I want to bring as much science as possible, because I have a lot of self-education. I do a lot of research on this. I had to be out of mere necessity to navigate my own experience and really master master the energy that found me in 2012 initially. But yeah, these master classes are going to be excellent for teachers. If you want to deepen your knowledge of the technology, if you want to provide more wisdom and knowledge for your clients or your students, you're not going to want to miss it. So I hope you guys will join me. Look out for a flyer. My schedule is pretty full at the moment, but it will happen in the next, I would say, 30 days or so. But I wanted to give you guys a little taste, and yeah, that's it for today. I think that's plenty. And I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one.